So, empty bracket. I already took the old alternator off just to simplify everything we're doing here. We are now putting on this mini Denso alternator. And I had to go down to the hardware store earlier today and get some new hardware for it. And I didn't check and see what we needed for sockets on this. I should have done that, but doing it now. All right. So oops, wrong one. Right one. Cool. So I have two different size sockets, or well, two different size drives for the same socket is what I meant to say. Oh, I had it right the first time. Alexander, Reese. Alexander, where you at, puppy? Oh, there you are. Miss Reese, you stay in your yard. I saw you coming from over there by the shed. We're trying having the pups out for the first time while I'm working on the tractor together. Out together for the first time. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Alrighty. So we're gonna drop the nut apparently. Great. Where did it bounce to? There it is right there. Okay. So. Oh, hush, Miss Reese. Just because you're not getting all the attention, why don't you go play with Alexander? Alright, so for lining up with the belt, we have to be on that side of it. And this is a threaded bottom on the alternator there. Boy, I'm just going to drop both nuts, apparently. All right, so we have the top one ready to go. Is that actually threading through there like it's supposed to be? Yes, just taking a while. And I went too far, of course, and actually tightened it to the point where I can't. There we go. So then all we have to do is rotate it up. And get the belt on, of course. That always helps. We might need to get a shorter belt for that because tension on the belt is way out here because of how it was set for the old alternator. So we are going to have to get a shorter belt. I can see that already by quite a bit. I do goofy things contortionist wise with my body there. You guys can see I'm pinching that belt right together. And we want the adjustment to be as far in as possible. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's see here. We do have a new nut that doesn't want to go in because of alignment issues. So we'll put it down there. And then washer, and I should have gone just a little bit bigger apparently, but that'll do. That will do. And then where we actually want our alignment is way up there, and that belt can literally come right off in that position. So I'm gonna have to get a smaller belt. Yeah, and even that, I mean, that is, I really ideally want to adjust it up even further. Oh boy, tightened it down too much already. There we go. Up even farther before we tighten it down. So that's gonna slip. Boy, and changing the belt, I don't know all the steps to it, but what I do know is that the shroud has to come off. So there's a few bolts on each side for doing that. I can maybe fix that bent piece while I'm at it. The shroud has to come off, and if I recall correctly, there are 4 bolts in the front of the fan that need to be removed, and the fan splits, which I see a crack. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You see this crack right here? It goes all the way through. That's not great. There's also a grease fitting I didn't know about in there, a grease zerk, so we will want to grease that. It's actually down there between the fan blades. All right, so for now though, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get in there and oop, we're going to tighten up the alternator. Now, just to be absolutely sure that it can't come off, I'm actually going to put a washer and a nut on the outside of that as well. All right. I definitely didn't go long enough on this one. You can see the 2 puppies over there together. It's great how well they're getting along. So that's not going to go on there with a washer, unfortunately. Really wanted a washer in there, but oh, come on, now the washer doesn't want to come off. I guess I can go back tomorrow and I'll get a longer of each of these 2 bolts. I thought I had the right sizes, but I forgot to, oh, my ratchet got reversed somehow. Thought I'd gotten the correct length, but I'd forgotten apparently to account for the, dang it, I'm struggling here today, account for the washers and the extra depth that makes those require. And I also didn't account for this post being as thick as it is. I thought it was thinner than that. Well, that is just not going to go on there, apparently. It's going to fight me every inch of the way. And then we're going to lose it. And that's up on the engine somewhere, isn't it? that got caught. Yep. Got caught in the belt, actually. In the main belt. It's down in the groove of the pulley. So I'll have to get that out of there with a pick later. Oh well. So that is that. We will put it to the all the way outside adjustment for now, just so that we can make sure it all works. And what are we thinking for a socket for that one? Next size up. Yes, sir. So that is a 9/16. So if I grab the 9/16 from there and swap our two ratchets over. Alexander, where'd Reese go? She was just with you. Miss Reese? What are you doing up there by the trash cans? Huh? Oops, switch those around. You want to use the little ratchet as the hold down. Reese, get in the yard. Darn dog. She's pushing her limits and exploring a bit and all that good stuff. Which, alright, I'm fine with that. Put all of our sockets back. Now, we have wires that we have to deal with. And the wiring harness didn't come with anything telling me which color was which. Where'd she go again already? Reese! Oh, you're over here. Silly girl. You gotta stay in your yard and not keep hiding on Dad. Yeah. Alrighty, swing that open. Yeah, I didn't lock up or shut lights off or anything when I went in to eat. I just closed her up for a minute there. Alright, so those, what's in there? Oh yeah, that's the trailer plug. Alright, come on, Miss Reese. Oh, and for those who watched the video on the pickup truck, unfortunately, no, the old battery's not savable. It'll just be a core. Come on, Reese. Hey. In your yard. Come on. Come on, pup. Okay. Sure. We know that this wire here is one of those two, and I removed the other two wires, the one that goes to the bottom post and the one that goes there. They were really one wire on the old installation. So I need to also grab they're so cute playing. Green, yellow wires. I wish I had red as well. I do have green and yellow because all of our colors are from the trailer harness. So there's the green. I know, look, the yellow is right beneath it. I'll have to get red and black someday too. Actually, I think black was one of the colors for the trailer harness. I don't remember. I know white is. White, green, and yellow are the ones I remember. All right. I'll drop those down there. Now, if you guys will have watched my short, which hasn't come out yet, I said that I would talk about what this is. The short will come out here in a couple hours. This is actually a brake switch. So when you depress your brake pedal, this switch gets pushed in. It's probably spring loaded. I know that whatever I'm gonna make will be spring loaded because I am gonna hook this up on this tractor on these brake pedals. I'm not sure exactly how yet, but hook it up on the brake pedals and get it all wired so that I have trailer lights running off of the actual brakes for brake lights. Because why not? I can do that sort of thing. All right, little man. Hey, be good. Quit being jealous of the other two kids playing. All right, so. Cool. Shut up, Cash. I've had about enough of you. Do you need to go in the house? Your jealousy is astounding. Hi, Reese. No, you can't be underfoot, sweetie. Nope, you can't be underfoot. Please go. You can't be underfoot. Nope, go. Silly girl dog anyway. She loves her attention. So we're gonna thread this wire down through here real quick, and that's the bracket that we took off. Basically we just need to get the wire somewhere like about there. We'll be close enough. Yep, these things are terrible for actually cutting wire. Why am I using them? The only thing they're good for is actually crimping on the ends. If you want to cut and strip, get yourself a pair of these. I have 2 pair and they're freaking awesome, frankly. Set for 14 gauge, perfect. Pardon me. And then you just zippity doo-dah, look too far. Oops. They are spring loaded to open, and there you go. Beautiful strip every time. What you looking at, Alexander? You watching Reese? She climbing on the wood pile? Now you can't close them beyond 18 maybe? Yeah, 18 is the largest size that you can close them. So you do have to, on these ones. My other ones are adjusted with a slide screw. So yeah, they each have their advantages and disadvantages, and I'm okay with that. Alrighty, so I never remember colors. So we have yellow up at the top is 12 to 10 gauge. Red is 22 to 16 gauge. Unfortunately, what we want is like 12 on one end and 14 on the other, so we're gonna use probably the blue. So we're gonna need a couple of those. Actually, we'll just go with 12s for the other one because the red wire is a 12 gauge. All right. So get our butt connector right onto the green. Casharooski, stop being so aggressive and mean. They are gonna beat you up and you're not gonna like it. He's jealous because they are playing and he's not. Alright, so that is that end crimped down, but not totally secure yet. I don't ever do that until I get both ends in. That's just a personal preference thing. And I squish them through their, shut up, Cash, through their whole length pretty much. Again, a personal preference thing. You really only need to squish them where the wires are at. But I prefer a solid connection, and that's what gives me that. And I don't know why I brought the yellow wire out actually, because the yellow is going to get connected to the red, and the red might get swapped at the other end, but we'll find out. So set to 12. Hey, get back in your yard, kids. Reese. Stubborn ass dog. Boy, that just seems huge in there, doesn't it? Did I misremember about this being 12 gauge? Let's see if we can't rotate it around till we can read it. Nope, 12 AWG right there. Reese, get in your yard. Good boy for stopping at the edge of the yard, Alexander. And we'll do the yellow side first. Now. That's really all you need to do is crimp the ends. But like I say, I want as good of a physical connection as I can make, because these are your biggest points of failure, is connections like this. Ideally, they would be one solid piece of wire all the way down. All right. So there are those two wires done. And I'm going to quick look up mini Dens alternator wiring. Cool. Diagram, exactly what I need. Okay. The 8162 alternator has a single wire hookup requirement, main battery positive connection. There is no facility for warning light circuit with this type. For applications requiring a warning light circuit, that's us. 3 wires. The 8172 alternator has 2 additional connections as shown. Main battery positive, which is our lug down there. And then the green is the switched line, and the yellow is our idiot light. So there's a few different diagrams I'm finding on my phone here. Oops, I didn't want to actually visit that. Cool. So the green goes to ignition, and the yellow / red Isn't that opposite of what the other one said? Yeah, no it's not. So green goes to the ignition, which is, I believe, what the red is currently wired to. Yes, it is. So that will need to get removed. And yeah, you may notice there's a box missing. If you have not watched my short that's going to come out in about an hour, she got painted. So, and there's the front cover. Yeah, it's still a little tacky. We're going to leave that alone because I had to do another coat of paint on the back side to cover up some of the edge and whatnot that wasn't correctly done. Oh, there's some run right there where I had some overspray. Whoops. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's a tractor, and it's more about protecting it from continuing to rust than anything else. But it did give me a chance to play with some new tools. You can see I have the air compressor out. Now, right here, I have an air hammer with needle scaler head on it. And then right here, I have a die grinder, 90-degree die grinder. And I bought a bunch of sanding and abrasive pad attachments for it that I used. And I'm already gonna have to get another one of these. This one is worn down pretty bad. This is supposed to be 36 grit sandpaper, and it's, yeah, right in the middle it's still pretty gritty, but around the outside it's pretty worn down, which is fine. And then I got an old t-shirt here that I've been using as a rag, tool oil, all that sorts of stuff. Getting the box off, I actually also used my air ratchet, which I hardly ever use because it's loud. Reese, get over here. You're not supposed to be in the neighbor's yard. Go play with Alexander. I know, he's tired already. He's only 3 and he's acting like an old man, getting tired early. Cash says, no, Dad, I am the old man. I'm the grumpy old man. Rawr. All right, so this black wire, if we follow that, that literally connects right to right to the ignition also. Guess that makes sense. But yeah, we're gonna be changing that because we have this guy that we're gonna be installing. Yeah. And if we go over here to the battery, we can stick our leads on, and we have a red light. I wonder, does it light up in reverse? It shouldn't. It does. Ooh. So that means that it actually has a bridge rectifier inside of it to prevent it from being screwy-dooey. All right, so yeah, let's worry about that in a minute. I am gonna paint up this switch, the front of the switch and the nut, probably the shaft of the switch too. I mean, why not? Get those rusty old washers off there and clean those up if I can. But yeah, it's all coming together. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this idiot light quite yet, but maybe right through one of these. Wouldn't that be nice if they just were the perfect size? Oh, almost. Is the other one a little bit bigger? No, same size. Well, that's too bad. 'Cause that would have been great. They might fit if I put the grommet in first and then push the light into the grommet. Oh, shut up, Cash. He's so mouthy. Shut up, Cash. He's gonna have to go in the house. He does not like the other two dogs playing. He gets into grumpy old man mode and then just won't quit barking, as you can hear. And I can't concentrate on getting that in there with him being stupid like that. So let's just put him in the house. Come on, Cash. Oh, it is very entertaining watching them play. It really is. Talk about making my day. Okay. So, we have that there, we have that there. I was going to take this off. That's pretty screwed up anyway. It's so bent. And that one is just rotten. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that one's a ring, not a spade. Okay, so pull that out of there. And we will replace that as well. While we're in here, might as well replace, whoopsie, as I knock these down, or try to anyway. And there goes, I am super clumsy today apparently. Super clumsy. Come on, open up. We'll grab our correctly sized ring terminal, I think. Yes. All right, and we will put our freshly stripped wire in there. And give it a good solid crimp. And that's not coming out. All right, so we'll get our screw back in here. Hopefully I'm not sending the camera off on too many funky angles. Still getting used to this whole chest camera thing. All right, now the trick is that I believe the green one is also going to have to go on there. Right? Look at my diagram again on the phone. Green, switched battery, positive ignition switch supply connection. So that is a yes. So what we'll do is we'll put a ring terminal on that guy as well. And we'll take this right back off. And we will put both of these together with the screw through them. Alrighty. Then we're going to loosen this other side here because we are going to not use a ring terminal. We are going to use a spade terminal on our red buddy here, but not the spade terminal that's currently on it. We are gonna replace it so that we know it's a good one. That up in case we knock it down, it doesn't spill everywhere. Get that a good crimp in both places. Oh, yeah, I did that wrong, didn't I? Because I didn't account for the idiot light wiring. Got a little distracted by doggos there and just ran with it. Okay, that's all right. I don't mind having screwed up. I'm human. It actually gives us a chance to take that out. Right, we're not using that for cutting. And what this is, at least what it looks like to me, is one of those newer jobbies that actually have solder inside of them. I can't tell for sure, but it's what it looks like. Now, here's gonna be the fun trick. That is a significantly smaller wire. So how are we going to handle that? Can we cram that 12 into a red one? Let's find out. Reese, where you go? Where'd you go? There you are, puppy. Good girl. Alright, so that would definitely work for that. And yes, the answer is yes, we can cram the 12 volt into that. Hopefully that made good enough connection. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Ah, crud. Why didn't you guys remind me I was screwing up again? Jeez. I wonder if I'm just extra tired or something. Because I haven't, you guys know, I don't normally make this many mistakes. I need to figure out where this is going to go before I hook it up. What is this, 20 gauge wire? Yeah, it is. Alexander, where's your sister? So it's very tiring keeping an eye on Reese. Reese! Reese! Oh, you're up on the porch, all right. I think I'm gonna have to put you in, puppy, so I can concentrate on my work. So, let's figure this out. So in the fascia panel, We have the headlight switch, the ignition switch, the fuse, and so this is going to have to go external to the fascia panel, which I kind of expected. And I really do, whoops, let's put that back down so I'm not cutting myself on it. I was trying to get that rear light off and I couldn't quite do it. So I really do like one of these holes to be it. Well, that might be a little more difficult than I was hoping, because this grommet just does not want to go into these holes. It's just a little too big. Just a little too big. This one here doesn't even appear to need the grommet, but it probably does. Well, maybe not. So what I'm going to do is push that grommet over it anyway, so it doesn't get lost. It stays with the light. Yeah, we'll push it over from the back like you're supposed to. And we will just call that good enough for now. Okay, so grab ourselves 2 more of these red ones now that we're not screwing up. Stick that on there. Crimp it down. Whoop. Well, we got a little too close to the edge there. That's all right. It'll work. And then my other red piece here, we'll change this back to 12. Slide that right on there. Crimp that down. And that is why I usually do many crimps. Okay. It doesn't really matter which way we put these wires in here, especially since I'm going to be redoing all this anyway. We're just getting it hooked back up for the purposes of having the tractor operate. It will be cut and redone at some point in the future. Now, why, you may ask, would I do that? Well, because that's not going to be the permanent home for the idiot light, but it needs a home for now. Loosen it up maybe just a little bit more. All right. So that should see, if we put our key in, no, nothing. I thought that would turn the idiot light on, but oh, we better take our buckets off the stack and off the air cleaner if I'm going to try to start the tractor. So that is pulled out. Wait, hold on. We're missing a connection. This is the connection back to the post. And I don't know why it's cut so short. I don't remember why I did that. But I think what we're going to do is I think this is going to become our yellow wire. I think that's what we're going to do here. So I didn't get the yellow out for nothing. Oh, right. I remember why I cut it short. That's right. It was damaged right about there from that bracket. And this one's not even going through that bracket. None of these are. I don't think that one was supposed to either, because I think that bracket is just for the oil pressure line. That's my thoughts on that. Now there, why couldn't the other one tear nice like that and just come off all in one go? Alrighty. Now we will go through our bracket. I probably should have put that red wire as the one coming off of there, and the yellow wire is the one going off the yellow, just to stay standardized. I wonder, I should just do that, shouldn't I? I really should just do that. All right. Oh, moving right along. Yep. So, nips. Sorry guys, I know I'm just cutting the heck out of you over and over and over again. I'm gonna cut this black one basically all the way back because I don't need it. All right, I better. So we'll cut this, cut that. Strip that. Get this into approximately the right spot. Pull back our slack. Put it through the wiring holder and cut it. Set that to 14. Strip it. strip it, set it down to 20. Perfect. Okay. So first things first. First things first is we need to get our buddy off the bottom of the alternator there. I don't think I have the right size wrench, do I? Oh, so close. So close. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's loose anyway. It is loose anyway. Alright. So we got that off. Slip that there for the moment. I'm going to use the blue because it actually fits better than the yellow, which is one designed for it. I don't know what that's all about. Don't care. Should have just been ignoring them all along and using whatever fit best. Which is what I normally do. Alrighty. Oh, something got me there. Oh. Yeah, duh, the key's on. So this is a hot wire right now, and I touched that metal with my pinky with my hand resting against the block. So yeah, I just got a 12-volt burn. Feels great. Yeah, sarcasm. It's my friend. So we have a blue for that connection, which is the other end of the red. All right, we have a red for this connection and a blue for that connection down there. All right, so the red is for this end of the yellow wire where it connects to the red wire. Well, ain't that nice? That one just split. That is something that happens sometimes if you do what I do and go hog wild on the smashing. And I'm alright with that. These things are cheap. And I missed doing this guy. There we go. All right, get him up in there. That resistor also just gets very hot. It might have just been the resistor that I touched, actually. Considering how hot it is right now. Rather than giving myself 12-volt burn, I might have just given myself a resistor burn. So that's a ballast resistor to drop everything down to what this coil is expecting to see, because we've converted to 12 volts and that's still the original 6-volt coil. I'd like to just get a 12-volt coil on there and eliminate that ballast resistor. But 12-volt coils for these are expensive. And I don't do expensive if I can help it. So, I mean, Never mind. I guess I do expensive. Lady Metal would have corrected me on that right away. Alright, that's not a good connection. Crap, can we get that back in there? Or am I gonna have to start over with a fresh one? Yep, we're starting over with a fresh one. Damn it. That was just entirely me screwing up. Well, let's try actually using the correct size that they say. And then maybe I won't have that kind of problem. We'll find out. Instead, split it open right there. So that's just junk. We'll go back to the blue. All right, there we go. That end at least is done. You know, I've heard several mechanics that I watch on YouTube say that wiring is the easy thing that takes forever, or the difficult thing because you don't have a diagram. It's definitely a funny way to look at things, but hey, more power to them. What the hell? Not sure what I did there, but I must touch the body of this onto the starter wire there. Let's not do that. Or bump this more likely against the freaking chassis. Well, still turns it over. That's the important thing. And oh, that's right, we got to get our other end of this on still. I wonder, should I strip that out more? And no, I was gonna say strip it out more and fold it over, but no, let's not do that. Let's just crimp it in there. Okay, so power on. Did I remember to turn the fuel on? Nope. Okay. beautiful. So I didn't even watch our idiot light, but we turn that on, hit the idiot light is on, still on. Well, that is less than ideal. But we kind of expected that, right? Whoops, whoops, whoops. Knocking everything down, vibrating everything off. So, why is that a problem? That is a problem because it means the alternator is not giving us a charge. And crud. I lost a... Listen up, but for now, I heard the other camera go dead. We're gonna shut this one off and come back with fresh batteries. So, who was brilliant and spotted my screw up? I never connected this wire to the bottom of the alternator. So it's not unexpected, really, that it wasn't working. Let's get a little bit of this cleaned off of the top of here so that we don't just rattle it all off all over the ground and have a big old mess. So I think that nut and washer is the ones that hold the box to the shaft here. And that's the old one. Where did I set the new one? That's a good question. It's one of the things in danger of being rattled off. That's where it's at. Come on now. Get in there, friend. There you go. So, yeah. That I should have been painting up. Oh yeah, all my nails. Playing with my new nail guns. I got a 8-penny nail in there, some roofing nails there. I got a roofing nail gun and a 28-degree framing nail gun. So that. Okay, so I screwed up big time. Yes, I did. I lost, well, now I've lost both of them, but I saw where that one went. When I had the tractor running earlier, the other one of these rattled off, and it's down here somewhere in the grass, and I cannot find it. So I'm gonna have to get out my freaking magnet and magnet all over the ground under here and hope I find it. Or go buy another one. Looks like I rattled off one of each of the 2 different screws that goes to the gauge there. Because we have the 2 different, oh right, one of them's still on there. Okay, so that one goes there. That one is one of 2 that goes on these posts. That one I lost the washer for, but it might just be laying. I think I just laid it right here. That is not. That is a dirty old washer off something else. Probably off the old one. Real crud. All my garbage. Between the removals and the failed attempts. All right, there. Now that we have everything off that part of the tractor, we can grab everything off the other part of the tractor. Grab everything from up here. Old hardware mostly, plus one new washer and nut that are supposed to go on there, except I don't see the nut. Huh. Oh, that's right, I forgot it was down in the, whoopsie, no idea where that went. I'm sure it went flying. Is that what I just stepped on? Something just rolled under my foot. Nope, wasn't it. Oh well, we don't care. Not gonna spend hours looking for a 30-cent nut. Alright. Actually, it's right there. Why is it I can find the nut that I don't care about, but the nut that I do care about is just completely disappeared? Oh, frickin' hell. Frickin' frack. All right, power on. Wires put up into there because they're in my way and they're irritating me. Yeah. All right. Well, the idiot light's still on. So that means one of two things. Either that belt's just not doing enough to spin it even with the far out adjustment, or, well, one of three things. The wire might not be making good enough contact, or even though it said it was a clockwise, it might be a counterclockwise alternator. They might have sent me the wrong one. Well, yeah, there we go. Idiot light wired. And apparently today I'm the idiot. But that's our job for the day, guys. I'm gonna switch gears and work on something other than the tractor now. I am going to work on my mom's beat up old electric wood splitter. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one when we might be getting that out, or we might be working on the Farmall. And by next one I mean the next real world video, because you'll see me a couple times before then on Farm Sim. Have a good day, everybody.